I remember back in our freshman year of college when we were on a Skype call, if that tells you how long ago that was, because it was before Zoom even existed. And Presley told me about the cute Australian man she met at a bar and said, I'm gonna make him my boyfriend. And she did. I remember the twinkle in her eyes, even over Skype, which speaks to how sparkly that twinkle was. And the first time I met him later that year when he was her boyfriend officially, I could tell how much they loved each other from the way that they looked at each other when they walked into the room, the way that they embraced each other and held each other, and the sparkle in both of their eyes. And then I remember towards the end of that year when Presley said, I'm gonna make him my husband, and she did.
When I was 15, I went on a student ambassador trip to Australia. I came back home after learning all about the Australian culture and wanted two things: to study abroad there and to marry an Australian man. Safe to say, I have succeeded in both of those areas.
When we first met, not far from here, at a place fittingly named Champions, we may not have known that night, but it was the beginning of the rest of our lives. But I think you did learn something that night, that the way to get a man's attention is to steal his jug of beer. In the years since then, we both made plenty of sacrifices. Long-distance relationships are definitely not for the faint-hearted. But the times apart were worth it for the times we were able to spend together. Our motto has always been, it's always better when we're together.
Presley and I were in college, and I get a call from Presley telling me she met a guy. As kind of the bigger, older brother role, I was a little nervous because she goes, I met this guy at a bar, he's a senior, he plays on a baseball team, and I was like, oh boy. I was like, every time she called for the first few months, my heart dropped. I was like, oh boy, here it is. But so on and so on. I kept hearing good stories about Jace, how adventures they went on, how nice he was to her, just nothing but good things. And then after a while, I knew he was probably going to be the one.
Jace, over the course of a decade, you have become my best friend. You know me inside and out. I love that you instantaneously turn on subtitles when we watch movies because you know I can't hear very well. Your endless love, support, encouragement, sense of humor, and your carefree outlook on life are qualities that I am inspired by on a daily basis.
There are so many things that I love about you. Your optimistic outlook on life, your desire to get out and experience the world as much as we can together, your loyalty and your caring nature, just to name a few. However, I think these vows should not really be promises, but rather privileges. I get to laugh with you and cry with you. I get to be there for you and support you. And I get to have you as the person I spend the rest of my life with. I don't have to honour and cherish you, I get to.
Congratulations. I think you made a great choice, and Jace, you made an excellent choice. In any case, when you're a parent and you have a daughter or a son and you're going to marry somebody, you want somebody as perfect as they can get for a daughter or son. And I got somebody as perfect as I can get.
Just so wonderful to see Jason Prez so happy. The times were pretty tough over the last couple of years, I get it. And I'm talking about me, not them, not having our boy at home. So you never know, one day we might get them back, and we dearly hope, but we welcome you with all of our heart, Prez, you and your whole family into our family. We love both you and Jason dearly.
so happy that Jace has been lucky enough to meet such an amazing person as Presley. When I see them together, there is no doubt that they are the loves of each other's lives and are destined for many years of happiness and beautiful memories together.
I promise to laugh with and at you, and not take life too seriously. I promise to raise our kids as Newcastle Knights supporters, so long as they are also Golden Knights, Giants, and Raiders fans as well. And I promise to continue to travel the world with you and to love you unconditionally for the rest of our lives. So here's to the next chapter, to us.
I'm so glad that you get to be mine, honey. I choose you. It's no longer you and I, it's now us and we. Forever and always, I love you.
Here's to the couple who survived quarantine in a singular room for 2 weeks on top of the rest of COVID, whose love transcends continents and whose love knows no bounds. Now a toast to Presley and Jace, to many more adventures, and to your happily ever after.